It's recording.
It's recording.
Do you see it recording?
I see it recording. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to get a podcast out of this.
No, it doesn't. And you're going to hear, oh, there's a screech. Court and I are at brunch right now, and I blew it yesterday because we set it all up.
Equal. I think it was equal people's fault. So I couldn't get it to work. It took me 40 minutes to figure out how to get my computer hooked up. I appreciate
you trying to take the plunge. So we were doing it remotely yesterday. I was at my house, Court was at hers. We found this cool way to do it online, and after, again, 45 minutes of Courtenay.
It was a great podcast.
Courtenay trying to connect to the internet.
Google Chrome.
And she did get it. Had great podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to go edit it and upload it. And I had somehow only recorded like 21 seconds.
Was it a good 21 seconds? Were we talking about
No,
something
because
good?
it was the, can you hear me? Does it sound too loud?
Which we did for 40 minutes. Okay, you hang up now, I'll test.
Yeah. And so, embarrassingly enough, none of it came out. And we talked. Married at First Sight. I got Courtenay to talk about dating.
Yeah.
And so anyways, my apologies. And now we had to meet up for brunch, and so we're sitting outside on a patio, and so you get to hear everybody else around us.
Mm-hmm.
My bad.
But it was a good one. Okay, so we won't redo the same podcast, but.
Well, does it matter if we do?
No, because no one will know. Okay, pretend like I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Married at First Sight. We talked a lot about this.
Oh, because.
Tell us why.
I'm a huge fan of this show, Married at First Sight, and I was asking Courtenay because, if you guys remember, I wanted Courtenay to audition for this season of Married at First Sight because they're in Dallas now, and it's important. Mm-hmm. You know, you're a rip the Band-Aid off kind of girl. You just need to get married. Forget the dating because you don't do it anyway.
So that's great advice you just gave. Just don't even date. You just need to get married.
No, if that's yes, on the show. So anyway, I'm watching it. I'm catching up on it. I was on vacation for a few days, and I'm watching it the other day. One of the brides, her name is Mia. They had literally just gotten married. The next morning, they're all getting on airplanes to go to Cancun, from Dallas to Cancun. Well, she gets detained. She somehow gets through security, and she said that 2 officers get her as she's boarding the plane with her new husband, whom she's only known for
this poor guy's like, they don't make enough alcohol in the world to get through this.
Yes, so they're sitting there wondering, going, I don't understand what she's detained for.
And she gets detained in the U.S., because when you first told me the story, I was like, she got detained in Mexico?
Yeah.
That's never good.
Because it's detained out of when you're...
Oh, maybe not.
Because I got detained in Canada.
I just say, well, I don't know, can you get detained in the U.S.? What do you call it when they stop you in the U.S.? I would say detained.
And then, yeah,
I guess, I don't know, maybe you can't be detained in your own country. Yeah, that's neither here nor there. Regardless. Okay, so she gets stopped at the airport.
New
husband's like, what's up?
New husband has no clue what's going on, doesn't see her for 2 days. She finally gets released.
She's just in the airport for 2 days? Like, how does this work?
I don't know. She said they took fingerprints and mugshots and all of that. Well, okay, this is turning into a really long story. So, the executive producers, in this 2-day period that she's gone, they find the warrant that was used for her arrest. It's for stalking her ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
And for credit card fraud. And the warrant was filed the day after all of the background checks were done for this Married at First Sight show.
Convenient timing.
But then little Mia, she gets out of detainment or whatever it is, and she's doing her interview with the camera going, oh, it's just mistaken identity. My car got stolen and my wallet was in it, so...
But, okay, I can maybe see justifying the stolen credit card, whatever. How did she justify the restraining order?
So she's now with her new husband. Again, they've met back up. He has seen what the warrant was, seen what the charges were, and they're having a conversation of, like, what's going on.
And he's thinking,
well, she's sticking to her story. She's like, I don't know. Well, her ex-boyfriend's name is on the sheet because he's the one that filed the warrant. So the husband goes, well, do you know him? And she goes,
I've heard of him.
I mean, no, I know of him. And I'm like, oh, this isn't good.
You know what would be brilliant on the producer's part?
What's that?
They should bring the ex-boyfriend on the show and get his kind of like Bachelor style when they like come on, like the women tell all or whatever. Bring the ex-boyfriend on who filed the restraining order, and we'll get the DL
like that's
on Mia.
This Married at First Sight show is actually a really good like feel good.
Okay. So it's not a drama.
No,
this is a lot of drama for this show.
This is a lot of drama, and you know it's not set up. So you fast forward 3 hours, the cameras are off with Mia and her husband Tristan, and she confesses to the whole thing.
Meanwhile, Tristan's Googling annulment. Yes. He's like, wow.
So then, this started a conversation with Courtenay. You're saying, going, what do you do? Like, you have...
Yeah, because we literally, I was Googling, how many days do you have to get an annulment? We didn't ever find the answer. It's like 72 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. I don't know. But I think that maybe he should get an extension because she has a restraining order, so he should get extra time.
I have no idea. But it's fascinating because, again, these people are legally married. So they take on each other's debt. They take on everything. And you have to get legally divorced.
Oh, man. So was he in Cancun this whole time?
Just he didn't go to Cancun. They had a one night.
I'd have been like, see you, sister.
They had a one-night honeymoon in uptown Dallas.
Oh, God. Okay, first of all, to anyone listening or for future, I don't want my honeymoon to be in uptown. Thank you very much. I just want that on the record. Lord, especially since I'm just getting married and skipping the dating, according to my life advisor.
No. I think so yesterday in this brilliant podcast that we didn't record, I asked Court how things were going in her dating world, and she said, "Is it still 2018? Did I go out with that guy when it was 2018 or 2017?"
What did we decide? Was that last year or this year?
The fact that was your response to...
I had lunch with a guy in 2018, I think.
It was the beginning of 2018.
Yeah. So, see, you can't say I've not dated this year. It's only August. There's still a few months left. I just haven't met anyone that sparks my interest enough.
I know you haven't.
For me to set the time apart.
But you don't let yourself. We had all gone to brunch a few months ago. This really cute guy sitting at the bar. He's got a little backpack on. I'm like, oh, he looks like he has kind of outdoorsy. Backpack. Maybe he biked here. That seems kind of fun. And he's by himself. I'm like, Court, let me go say hi. Oh my God, don't you dare. Don't look at him. Don't let him know you're talking about him.
So we're there with our other two girlfriends. Okay, first of all, we're many cocktails in at this point.
Not many. I was fine.
Yeah. Well, okay. That's your story. You can stick to it. What were you going to say? What would you have walked up to him and said? Do you see that blonde girl over there who has literally just passed out?
It's talking to people. You talk to people for a living.
That's all I need.
That's not all you need.
I talk to my girlfriends. That's fine. That's all I need.
But yeah, she freaked out. Wouldn't let any of us go talk to him. And I'm like, Courtney.
Because what if he'd been like, yeah, no thanks? Then my little heart would have just been broken.
No, it wouldn't have, because he would have left the bar by himself, which he did anyway. Or he would have come over and said, ooh, that busty blonde over there. Yeah, she's cute.
I can see you. You see that busty blonde over there? She would like your phone number.
She's about 3 mojitos deep right now, my friend. It's a good time to go talk to her.
She wants to ride on your bike. She wants to ride home on your bike.
Maybe he didn't ride a bike. I like riding bikes.
We were going to ride bikes that day, remember? It
was a good decision that we made to not ride the public
We might have been going to someone's funeral, and then it wouldn't have been so funny.
So anyway, my whole point was...
I told you yesterday, and I told you in yesterday's podcast, that I would make an effort. I'm going to make more of an effort. So by the next time we see somebody that you want to introduce me to, I will not crawl under the table.
You'll let me...
I'll smile politely like this.
You do have a bit of an RBF. That's the thing. I do need you to smile, because otherwise your resting face says go away.
That's my natural state. You know what? Here's the thing. If they can't handle me in au natural, then they don't deserve me.
No.
I just look like a biatch.
I don't
can't help
think you can show them the au natural within like minute 1 of meeting you.
You're like, man, that girl looks really mean.
Let's go back to Mia and Tristan. So the arrest thing, it's okay if he knew her for a year or two. If he'd known her for a day, you can't show those cards yet.
All that dirty laundry.
You cannot show your crazy cards yet, because we're all crazy.
When the restraining order comes out in the first 5 minutes, never good.
No, it's not.
I'll probably wait till like day 2 to bring all that out.
And then you have instant judgment. So
I don't have any restraining orders yet. As of now, that I
You don't
know
date.
of.
How could you have a restraining order?
Well, I mean, you never know.
The one guy who you went to go get risotto with back in January?
I had been wanting to go to that restaurant, so it all worked out. It's fine.
I do love a good risotto ball, too.
It was good. Yeah. It's a restaurant kind of by my house, a French restaurant that I've always seen, and I was like, ooh, I'd love to go there. And we had a lunch date there. You know what? I was telling, did we talk about this? I don't remember if we talked about this yesterday. Who was I telling? Oh, somebody. I think maybe he heard the podcast. or the podcast got back to him.
One of our first ones
Yeah,
that we did.
yeah. Because we talked about it. How was the date? And I said I really enjoyed the food, and he was super nice. He was fine. It was fine. I just was, when you're just you're just like not interested. I just wasn't interested. I made the effort. I went.
What would make you interested?
Okay, let's.
Because I've never seen you interested.
Let's think about. That's the thing. It's gonna take someone. I want someone who is super fun and funny and just like wants to really just live it up.
Okay.
Likes to dance. That's fun. Got to have a really good job. Like have some career goals. Have some aspirations. I mean, I'm not asking for much. I just want everything.
Here's my question: of everything on your list. When we had gone out to brunch and I wanted to go talk to that guy at the bar, how do you know he didn't have any of those qualities?
Well, I could tell by his backpack.
No, you couldn't. See, you shut people out before they can even come in and prove to you, like, hey, I'm funny.
I know.
I'm going to be...
I will make more of an effort. I'll make more of an effort. Okay, let me ask you this. Did you know when you first met Ty that, like, he could potentially be, like, were you interested immediately, or did it take some?
Have you
did
seen
he have
my
to work
husband?
on you? Yeah, well, I have
He's
seen
hot.
him. He is hot.
Man, you take 10 years off of him. He was really hot.
Okay, maybe if you and Ty would find me someone hot, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'm waiting. I have a list of football players that he might know that he could connect me with.
You're a football player?
Wasn't he a football player?
Oh.
Well, Ty played football, right?
He did a while ago.
Well, so... You guys know people.
By the time we were dating, he was like hurting his hip playing flag football.
Does he have friends? Does Ty have friends? Well, I mean, I know he has friends. That sounded bad.
Yeah, he does.
I love it. Sorry, Ty. I didn't mean it like that. Yeah. I don't know, but I don't like getting set up either. So never mind.
No, but see, here's the thing with Ty. Like, obviously, super good looking, and so
but you knew,
I was 23 at the time, and I'm like, oh my god, he's so hot. But once we started hanging out, and I'm like.
I wish you have to watch the video to see her face. Ooh.
That's totally when I became Isla Fisher from Wedding Crashers, and oh my god, I'll find you. Don't leave me.
Melissa has never disclosed this publicly until now, but Ty does have a restraining order against her.
He might have. I would go. I would show up at his house, and he's like, I didn't call you.
That's so funny. Okay, so I'm the exact opposite. I am the total opposite of that. I'm like, watch this.
I don't think I'd be like that now.
No. And I'm like, I'm going to play it cool and pretend like I don't care if I never talk to you again. But that gets me in trouble because then they're like, well, she's not interested, whatever. And then they never talk to me again. I'm like, well, shoot, that didn't work out quite how I wanted it to.
I mean, I don't think that's the way to play the game, is to pretend, especially...
I need to be a little more in tune.
And can I say now that we're older, like, you're 28?
6-ish?
Are you 26?
No, I'm 28.
Oh, I was like, oh my god.
I'm almost 30.
Okay, so you're 28.
So I gotta get it together.
No, however, I look at, like, the dating games, like, all of that, okay, so we just went out, I can't text, I can't do this.
I feel like I'm past that point.
But that's what I'm saying.
Care.
I think the older you get, it's like, I have no time for games right now. If I like you, I'm going to call you.
Yeah, if I want to text you, I'm going to text you.
And I'm going to tell you that I like you, and if you don't like me, I'm not going to,
I think you're right. I think if I met someone that I was genuinely interested in, I would be a little more forthcoming. Because it's, like
Mr. Risotto Balls, the guy you went to go get those with, he reached out to you several times after.
Yeah.
He was showing his interest in you. I mean, it's true. And
here's the thing.
He was following up. She would forget to call him back.
Well, but
I knew.
No, I didn't forget to text.
You just did it.
I know, but I didn't know what to say. Like, what do you say? Sorry, thank you so much. Just not interested. I don't want to break his heart.
No, not that, but just say, hey, it was... But
instead of breaking his heart, I just let him on, which is even worse.
Would it have killed you to go on another date?
Well, there was just no point. I knew.
Because he could be a friend?
Yeah, maybe.
See, you don't even date for company.
Right, yeah, no.
And I feel like if I were single...
You would
just to have company of like, let's just go talk. I don't want to sit at home by myself. No offense.
Which is what I do. She's like, I know what you do.
But you know what I mean? I feel like I would just be like, listen, I'm not gonna marry you. You know you're not gonna marry me.
Yeah.
And until I swipe left again on somebody else, let's just go.
I think that's fine. Gosh, I do not do online dating.
You should. Can I do it for you?
Oh boy. If you would like to create a profile and manage it, then fine. But
Really?
I'm not gonna be on there swiping.
Because I would put like your legit information.
They show up at my house. I'm like, how'd you get my address?
No,
They're like,
I'm a tough cookie. I'm just gonna say that.
It would be funny. It would be funny to see if anyone was interested. If you put like the real, like, no bones about it.
You know what?
She has RBF.
I'm gonna do it. Why wouldn't I do it?
She is super hard.
Right?
Oh my god.
The worst thing that could happen is that you wouldn't date anybody. Oop, which where we are now. Or
can you imagine? What if I
What if I met
the one? Oh my god. When we tell that story at the wedding, I'd still be rolling my eyes like, oh my god, you cannot even make this up.
I'm gonna do. What do you do? Bumble or Tinder or?
I've never. Okay, so I've been on. So I got on Bumble one time.
Yeah.
Because, and this was a while ago. There's a what's the super expensive sushi place in Dallas? Uchi?
Nobu.
Oh no, yeah, this is like lower than Nobu. I don't know which one costs more. Anyway. I always wanted to go. I don't even like sushi. I don't know why I wanted to go, but there was always like Lambos out front. So I thought, well, that looks like a fun place to like hang, eat dinner.
A Lambo is a really uncomfortable car to ride in, by the way.
Well, I will never have to worry about that.
Sitting on the ground.
But so I made a Bumble profile, and it said all I want is to find someone who can afford more than 2 pieces of sushi at Uchi. Legit. Because Uchi is so expensive, and it's just, like, stupid. You get, like, one little piece of food for, like, $15. And so that was what my dating profile said.
Did anybody find you?
No. Nobody took me to Uchi. I had to take myself.
It's because none of them really could afford it.
Probably not. I don't blame them. And it's not even...
There's 2 blackbirds over there that are creeping me out.
Maybe this is a
Can
sign.
birds be rabid because they look like
This is a sign of my dating life. There's 2 black crows, like...
But they're like...
crows?
I don't know, but they're like... They've got half their feathers missing, and they're eyeing us.
Great.
It's only me and Courtenay and...
Now we're going to have...
The crows. Did you ever see...
Diseases.
Did you ever see the movie The Birds? You're too young for that.
No, The Birds.
Creepy movie.
The Birds. Oh my god, look at this one. Look at his neck.
Yeah.
Oh, Anyway, we got sidetracked. There's like, we're getting ascended by birds.
Well, they're like featherless
by rabid birds. They look like they have mange. That's what they look like.
There you go.
Yeah, they're mangy looking birds. Ugh.
Oh,
and
well.
they're at a restaurant. That's good news.
So yeah, okay. So I'm totally gonna do that. I'm gonna go put you on a profile.
Please make sure you use a very flattering
picture.
picture.
You look really pretty today. I should take your picture today.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
What
Not
face?
Why do I always have workout clothes on and my hair's in braids when we get together?
I usually look like you. It's because I came from work. I'm usually in my workout clothes.
Meaning what?
Well, I don't ever work out, but I wear my workout clothes a lot.
Oh my gosh, did you see the video I posted last night?
Okay, no.
My Instagram.
I literally, my heart, I watched that and I thought, how dare she? And I literally was like thinking, oh my gosh, if I was like, my initial thought was, don't you dare talk to my Melissa like that.
I was such a baby.
So
I was
funny. But they were like so, I would have cried. At that age, I would have cried. And you just like kind of like giggled and handled it. I would have been like,
well, it's so funny. Well, first of all, everybody was being so mean to Miss Kitty, which was not the point of the video, because she came to my wedding.
Oh,
like,
see, my mom.
She's a friend of mine.
My mom is such a creeper on you.
Yeah.
We were just talking about it in the car before you got here. My mom was like, oh my god, did you see that video Melissa posted? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, that mean lady came to our wedding and they're really good friends. She's like, but that's so funny.
So here, like,
man.
In case you missed it, I work with the Cowboys cheerleaders during the summer, and the show debuts tonight. And so I was just posting a video yesterday of my time trying out as a Cowboys cheerleader. Little baby Melissa.
Oh.
And I will never forget that call, because I just remember her asking, do you have a boyfriend? And I was like, no. And she's like, well, there you go. I see why.
I see why. I was like, oh my gosh. Well, and she was so like, what else did she say? Something about, you're just not ready. Yeah. She's immature. And you're just standing there looking so cute. And I was like,
well, and I, like,
so funny.
I remember at the time, I was like,
was your heart broken, or were you just like, whatever, lady?
No, I think I did. A lot of my reaction, I think, was I was so embarrassed. Yeah. And so when I get embarrassed, I kind of get like that. Like, I don't know. And when you don't know me, it can come across as immature. I think I still probably can. It's like my personality, and it's a way that I handle myself.
See, I didn't, like, in the video, you weren't acting of a child, you know, but we hadn't seen the full, but, I mean, she just, like, went in on you, and I was like, oh, and you're, like, you're in your, like, little shorts and your little, like, bra top, and she's so cute, and I was like, oh, and, like, it was so awkward, though, because all the other girls are just standing there, and I was like, this makes me uncomfortable for Melissa, mainly, but for everyone else standing there, I was like,
I know. She had called me out because she called me Shy Guy. That says anything about how far our relationship has evolved from then. But she wanted me to freestyle in front of everybody. And so that was the start of it all. What y'all don't know is I technically won because I ended up not having to freestyle after all. After that whole embarrassing confrontation, I just got to go back to line.
And you know what's so funny? She calls you out on that because you won't get out and dance in front of people, and literally you will go on to win Dancing with the Stars. That's what's so funny. I bet, did she laugh at that?
Oh, we all laughed at that.
Oh my god, oh my god. Like, I can just imagine her going,
but I did feel bad because she got a lot of flack from people. She's so mean.
Ouch.
I'm like, but she brought something out in me that I didn't know I had in me.
And sometimes it takes people like that to just, like, get in your face and be like, you need to get it together. You're acting like a, you know, whatever. Gosh, I did though. I literally, it made my armpits sweat to watch it. I was like, oh, how dare she, you know.
I remember
and, like,
that moment.
It, you know, and it wasn't even like my thought wasn't, oh my gosh, she's so mean, but it was just like, oh, poor little, like,
God, I looked so small. I I was watching it with Ava,
like
and she
baby.
goes, but Mommy, you have a boyfriend, you have Daddy. I was like, babe, that was before I even knew that.
You're like, I didn't even know, Daddy.
Yeah, no clue.
Oh, so funny. It was so, I love when you post stuff like that, because it's so fun to, like, just see, I don't know, all the cool stuff. Yeah, legit. Like, all the cool stuff you would go on to do. Like, there you are getting yelled at because you won't dance. And, like, oh, yeah, well, then she goes on to, like, you know, be a famous dancer.
No, it was fun. Good times.
I love it. Well, it's still recording, so I guess.
I sure hope so.
21:19. Hopefully that's not 21 seconds.
The birds are getting closer.
Yeah, I know. Maybe that's our sign.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for listening.
I hope.
To the Dirty Hair Podcast.
Man, I hope this worked this time. I can't apologize again. That's embarrassing.
That's how we roll. That's just how we roll. No worries.
No.
It's great. We'll keep listening. We'll update you on
what
life.
I'm going to decide. I'm going to decide whether we're going to do Tinder or Bumble.
Oh, man. I hope I don't get murdered.
And Boy, that took a morbid turn.
Well, literally, that's why I don't want to just.
It was on the news the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The dating app killer.
You're going to have to come with me. It's going to be like one of those, like, I go on the date and Melissa's, like, in the corner. Like, we can't make eye contact because then I'll laugh. Yeah, I'll laugh. So don't, like, we can't make eye contact, but, like, you be there. And then if it goes south, like, you jump up and, like,
Aren't
pepper
you
spray.
supposed to meet, like, in the daytime?
Yeah, probably.
Too, and announce it, like, in a Starbucks
in a
or
public
something?
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, probably.
Always have them send videos, send your location to me.
Yeah. We'll do a background check. We're going to background check them. It'll be fine.
We will not have Married at First Sight do the background check.
Yeah, because obviously they miss things occasionally. I would like, right on my profile, I would like it to say there are no restraining orders against her at the current moment.
Or credit card fraud.
I think that's a big plus. Yeah, no credit card fraud that I know of. I don't even know how to fraud a credit card, really. So see, I'm just a catch. Just a total catch.
Line up, boys.
Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.